Hello everyone. In this lesson, I will solve the exercises of lesson 1, 3 and chapter 1 test prep. Question number 7, I skip 1 to 6 because I solved it before. Question number 7, evaluate f of x plus delta x minus f of x over delta x, where f of x equal x to the power 3. F of x plus delta x equal to x plus delta x power 3 minus f of x power 3 over delta x. Open this bracket. I can do it as x plus delta x squared times x plus delta x minus x cubed over delta x equal to x power 2 plus 2x delta x plus delta x squared times x plus delta x minus x cubed over delta x equal to, open these two brackets, x power 2 times x power 3 plus x power 2 delta x plus 2x squared delta x plus 2x delta x squared plus x delta x squared plus delta x cubed minus x cubed over delta x equal to, simplify, x cubed with x cubed, factorized by delta x power 2 plus 2x squared plus 2x delta x plus x delta x plus delta x squared equal to x power 2 plus 2x squared plus 2x delta x plus x delta x plus delta x squared equal to x squared plus 2x squared, 3x squared, 2x delta x plus x delta x, 3x delta x plus delta x squared. Question number 9, find domain and range of the function f of x equal negative square root x plus 3. For the domain, set x plus 3 greater than or equal 0. Then x greater than or equal negative 3. The domain is negative 3 to positive infinity. Open from the side of positive infinity, close from side of negative 3. For the range, as you know, the range of the function square root x plus a number is 0 to infinity. But since the square root is preceded by negative, then we have a reflection by x-axis, and the domain will be negative infinity. The range will be negative infinity to 0. Number 10, find the domain and range of the function len 1 minus t. The len defined only for positive number, then 1 minus t should be greater than 0. Then 1 greater than t or t less than 1, then the domain of the function equal to negative infinity to 1 open interval. The range of this function is all real number. The range of logarithm function is all real number. Find the domain and range, number 11, of the function 2 over x minus 1. For the domain, since it is function, the denominator should not be 0. I'll set x minus 1 not equal to 0. That is x not equal to 1. Then the domain is R except 1. For the range, we solve many kind of this function. The range is R except 0. I set y equal 2 over x minus 1 and solve for x. Then 2 equal yx minus y. Then yx equal 2 plus y. Then x equal 2 plus y over y. Since the y is in the denominator, should not be 0, because if y is 0, then x is undefined. There the range is all real number except 0. Number 12, find domain of the function 1 minus x. Set 1 minus x greater than or equal 0, then 1 greater than or equal x, or x less than or equal 1. Then the domain of this function is negative infinity to 1. Number 13, find the domain of the function square root x power 2 minus 3x plus 2. Analyze by experiment the term under square root x, negative, positive, then negative, negative, 1, 2. Now, I want the term under the square root to be positive. Either the bracket x minus 1 is negative and the bracket x minus 2 is also negative, then negative times negative is positive, or the bracket x minus 1, the first bracket is positive and the second bracket is also positive, then positive times positive is also positive. I neglect the case when the first bracket is negative and the second bracket is positive, or the first bracket is negative and the second bracket is positive. Then I'll find the domain in these two cases, x minus 1 less than 0 and x minus 2 less than 0. Negative, negative is positive. Then x less than 1 and x less than 2. X less than 1 and x less than 2. X less than 1, it means negative infinity to 1 or equal also, because the 0 satisfies the function, and x less than or equal to negative infinity to 2. The intersection of these two intervals is negative infinity, this is 1, this is 2, negative infinity to 1, negative infinity to 2. The intersection is negative infinity to 1. This is the domain from the first case. For the second case, when x negative 1 greater than or equal 0 and x minus 2 greater than or equal 0, then x greater than or equal 1 and x greater than or equal 2, 1 to infinity and intersection with 2 to infinity, the result is 2 to infinity from the second case. Then the domain is negative infinity to 1 union 2 to positive infinity. This is the domain of this function. Number 14, find the domain of the function f of x 1 over absolute value x plus 3. Since the absolute value is in the denominator, should not be 0, x plus 3, then x not equal to negative 3. The domain is all real number except negative 3. Question number 17. Graphically find the domain and range of the function f of x equal 9 square root 9 minus x squared. Square root of a constant minus x squared. The graph is half circle with domain negative 3 square root of 9 to 3 and range 0 to 3. Then the domain of this function is negative 3 to 3 closed interval. The range of this function is 0 to 3 closed interval. Number 18, graphically find domain and range of the function f of x equal to sine pi x. As you know, sine is periodic function. Its range from negative 1 to 1, but since here it's multiplied by 2, then the range will be from negative 2 to 2. The value make sine pi x 0. I set pi x equal k pi, then pi with pi, then x equal k. K is integer number. Then the graph will be 1, 2, 0 at any integer number, negative 1, negative 2. Then the domain of this function is all real number. Range of this function is from negative 2 to close interval. Number 19, the graph on the right shows the student's car ride to university. Describe the student car ride. What was his speed between t equals 0? The horizontal axis is for the time and the vertical line is for the speed of the car. What was his speed between 0 and 4? Between 0 and 4, I need to find the rate of change of this line. The rate of change is the slope. Then the slope is equal for number A, y2 minus y1, 2 minus 0, over x2 minus x1, 4 minus 0, equal 1 half. Then the speed was 1 half. What was his speed between t equal 4 and t equal 6? As you see, the line here is horizontal and its slope is 0. Then the car stopped from t equal 4 to equal 6. What was his speed between t equals 6 to t equal 10 to 10? The slope of the line between these 2 points, 6 minus 2, y2 minus y1 over 10 minus 6 equal 6 minus 2, 4, 10 minus 6, 4 equal 1. Then the speed is 1 between 6 and 10. Describe his driving. The student drive from t0 to t4 with the speed of 1 half, then stop for 6 to 10 from to 2 units, then continued his riding from 6 to 10 with the speed of 1. Number 31. Use the graph of the function f of x equals square root x to sketch the graph of these three functions. As you know, the graph of square root x is like this when x 0, 0, when x 1 also y1, when x is 4, y is 2. This is the graph of square root x. Let us sketch the graph of g of x equals square root x plus 2. Square root x plus 2, we have a vertical shift upward 2 units, since it is square root x plus 2, 1, 2. Then this is the graph of square root x plus 2. For b, negative square root x, we have reflection by x-axis. And number 3, p of x equal square root x minus 2, x minus 2, it is horizontal shift 2 units to the right. Then the graph is 1, 2. This is p of x equals square root x minus 2. Question number 27 from study guide of chapter 1. A wire 24 centimeter long is to be cut into 4 pieces to form a rectangle whose shorted side has a length x. This is the rectangle. This is the short side, and I'll give y for the long side. The first needed is express the area of the rectangle as a function of x. As you know, the area of the rectangle is equal to length times width. Here I have two variables. I should replace y with x. I need another equation. I'll use the perimeter equation of the rectangle. As you know, the perimeter of the rectangle equal 2x plus 2y. Since the perimeter is 24, then 24 equal 2x plus 2y. Then y will be, divide this equation by 2, 12 equal to x plus y. Then y equal to 12 minus x. Now I can replace y here by 12 minus x. This is the area in the term of x. In this function, or in this function, if I set y0, then 24 equal to x, then x equal 12. The maximum value of x should be 12. And since x is length, should be positive, then x should be greater than 0, since it is length less than 12. Less than or equal or less than 12. Needed number C, use the graph to approximate the maximum area. If we want to sketch the graph of this function, then I set the horizontal line for x-axis and the vertical axis for the area. This is the function area equal to 12x minus x square. Rewrite it as negative x square plus 12x. I'll rewrite it as a complete square. Then I'll add and subtract 36, then factorize by minus x power 2 minus 12x plus 36 plus 36 negative x minus 6 power 2 plus 36. The graph of this function is 6-unit horizontal shift to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me complete to 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. This is 6. And we have 36-unit shift, vertical shift upward. Let me set here 36. And the graph is, as you see, preceded by negative. Then I have reflection by x-axis. This parabola open to the down. The vertex at 6, 36 here. We have a graph like this. When x is 0, also y is 0. When x is 12, also area is 0. Now, the maximum area it's occur when x is equal 6. If x equals 6, then y equal 12 minus 6 equal also 6. Then the maximum area is when x equals 6, y equal 6. Test prep of chapter 1. Question number 1. Which of the following graph does not represent a function? The first graph, as you see, we will use a vertical line test. If we draw a graph, a vertical line, and this vertical line intersect with the graph with more than one point, then this graph is not function. As you see, if I draw a graph, a line, a vertical line here, it intersect with the graph of this function with more than one point, with 2 points, then this graph is not represent a function. But all the other 3 others, if I draw a vertical line anywhere on the graph, the line intersect with the graph in one point. As you see here, I have a gap, and here also I have a gap. Then the vertical line intersect only with this point. Question number 2. What is the x coordinate of the intersection of these two functions? To find the x coordinate, I set 3x plus 1 f of x equal to g of x power 2 minus 3, and solve this equation to find the point of intersection. Then x power 2 minus 3 minus 3x minus 1 equals 0. Then x power 2 minus 3x minus 4 equals 0. By experiment, analyze x, negative, negative, then positive, negative, negative 3, then 4, 1. Then x equal negative 1 and x equal 4. Choice D. Which of the following function is odd? Cosine x is even. Even minus odd is neither. Odd minus odd, it is odd. This is the right choice. Which is not odd? Sine x is odd plus Even over odd. Odd plus odd is odd. So it is not the right choice. Even minus odd, it is in either this function, it is not odd, it is right choice. Odd minus odd, all it is wrong also, then the right choice is B. The line 7x minus 3y equal 5 not passes through which of the following points? I'll check one by one, substitute x with 2, y with 3, and find the result. If the result is 5, then the point passes through the line. If it is not 5, the point not pass. 5 times 2, 7 times 2 minus 3 times 3 equal 14 minus 9 equal 5. This point pass, so it is not the right choice. The second point, 7 times 1 minus 3 times 2 over 3 equal 7 minus 2 equal 5. So also this point is pass. 7 times 4 minus 3 times 11 equal 7 times 4, 28 minus 33 is negative 5. This point not pass through the line. Let me check the last one. 7 times negative 1 over 7 minus 3 times negative 2 equal negative 1 plus 5 equal 5. Also, this point passed. The right choice is C. Question number 6. What is the slope of the line passing through these 2 points? 6, 10 and negative 1, 4. The slope equal to y2 minus y1, 4 minus 10 over x2 minus x1, negative 1 minus 6 equal to negative 6, 4 minus 10, negative 6 over negative 7 equal to 6 over 7. Choice C. Find the equation of the line passes through the point 310 and parallel to the line x minus 3y equal 1. Since it is parallel to this line, I must find the slope of this line, and it is equal to the needed line. Rewrite the equation in the slope intercept form. 3y equal to x minus 1, then y equal to 1 over 3x minus 1 over 3. Then the slope of this line is 1 over 3. It is equal to the needed line. With the point 310, I'll find the equation of the needed line. Y minus y1, 10, equal to the slope x minus x1, 3. Then y equal to 1 over 3x minus 1 over 3 times 3, 1, plus 10, then equal to 1 over 3 x plus 9. 1 over 3 x plus 9, choice A. Number 8. Find the slope of the line perpendicular to the line 2x plus 3y plus 9. Rewrite this line equation, in slope intercept form. Then 3y equal to negative 2x minus 9. Then y equal to negative 2 over 3x minus 9 over 3. Then the slope is of this line is negative 2 over 3. The slope of the line perpendicular with this line is negative 1 over negative 2 over 3. It is equal to 3 over 2. 3 over 2, choice C. Number 9, if f of x equal the piecewise function 3x plus 4 when x less than or equal to x power 2 plus 1 when x greater than 2, find f of 3. Since 3 is greater than 2, I substitute in this segment, then f of 3 equal to 3 power 2 plus 1 equal to 10, choice B. Number 10, if f of x equal x power 2 minus 3x plus 4, which of the following equal to f of x plus 2 minus f of 2? F of x plus 2 equal to, substitute every x with x plus 2, x plus 2 square minus 3 times x plus 2 plus 4 minus f of 2. F of 2 is 2 square minus 3 times 2 plus 4. Simplify this equation. X power 2 plus 4x plus 4 minus 3x minus 6 plus 4 minus 4 plus 6 minus 4. Then negative 6 with plus 6, 4 with negative 4, 4 with negative 4, then the final result is x power 2 plus x. X power 2 plus x is choice B. Number 11, f of x equal 2 minus x square, which of the following equal to f of x plus h minus f of x over h? F of x plus h is 2 minus x plus h square minus f of x is 2 minus x square over h. 2, open this bracket, 2 minus x power 2 plus 2 x h plus h square minus 2 plus x square over h equal to, open this bracket, 2 minus x square minus 2xh minus h square minus 2 plus x square over h. Negative 2 with positive 2, x square with negative x square, factorized by h the numerator, then negative 2x minus h over h. H with h, negative 2x minus h, the final result. The right choice is C. Question number 12. Find the domain of this function, fractional function or rational function. The denominator should not be 0. I set x power 2 plus 1 equals 0. Then x power 2 equal to negative 1. Then x equal positive negative square root negative 1. Not a real number. There is no real number make the denominator 0. Then the right choice is all real number. Find the domain of the function 1 over x power 2 minus 3x plus 2. I'll solve this equation here. The denominator should not be 0. I set it 0 and find the value, make it 0. Analyze by experiment, x, negative, positive, then a negative, negative, 1, 2. So x equal 1 and x equal 2. the domain is R except 1 and 2. I can rewrite this domain as negative infinity open interval to 1 also open union 1 to 2 open interval union 2 to infinity positive infinity open interval. Which of the choices is true? It is B. Negative 1 to infinity, 1 to 2, 2 to infinity. Question number 14. What is the transformation that transform f of x equal x squared to g of x equal x plus 9 power 2? X plus 9 power 2, it is a horizontal shift 9 unit to the left. Choice D. Since I have plus x plus a constant, then when x plus a constant, then I have horizontal shift to the left. When I have x minus a constant, then I have horizontal shift to the right. Question number 15. Find equation of g of x using the graph on the left, this graph. I can find it without using also this graph. As you know, this graph is for quadratic equation. The vertex here is 2, 1. Then I have a horizontal shift 2 unit to the right. Then the equation is x minus 2 squared and vertical shift 1 unit to the up down plus 1. The right choice is A. Find f plus g of x where f of x equal 2x minus 4, g of x equal 1 plus 3x. Set f of x equal g of x 2x minus 4 plus 1 plus 3x equal to 2x plus 3x, 5x, negative 4 plus 1, negative 3. The right choice is A. Question number 17. Find f dot g of 3 if f of x equal x and g of x equal x power 2 minus 7. F dot g of x equal to x times x power 2 minus 7 equal to x power 3 minus 7x. Then f dot g of 3 equal to 3 power 3 minus 7 times 3 equal to 3 power 3 is 27 minus 21 equal 6. Choice D. 18. Find f of g of x if f of x equal 4 minus 2x power 2 and g of x equal 2 minus x. F of g of x equal to f of g of x equal to f of g of x 2 minus x equal to 4 minus 2 times 2 minus x power 2. Simplify. 4 minus 2, 4 minus 4x plus x squared equal to 4 minus 8 plus 8x minus 2x squared. Simplify. 4 minus 8 minus 4 plus 8x minus 2x squared. There is no like this function in the choices, then the right choice is D, none. Question number 19. Which one is not one-to-one function? Here I'll use a horizontal line test. I'll draw horizontal line test over anywhere in the graph of the function if the horizontal intersect with the graph of the function with more than 1 point, then the graph is not one-to-one. As you see, B is one-to-one, C is one-to-one, D is one-to-one, but A is not one-to-one since the horizontal line intersect with 2 points. Then the right choice is A. Question number 20. What is the behavior of the function f of x equal 3x power 5 minus 7x squared plus 2 when x tend to negative infinity and x tend to positive infinity? The behavior depended on the x with the maximum power. Then, when x tend to negative infinity, power 5, it is negative infinity. Times 3, also it is negative infinity. Then when x tend to negative infinity, f of x also tend to negative infinity. Either A or B. The choices C and D are are wrong because when x tends to negative infinity, f of x tends to positive infinity, and this is wrong. Let me analyze the behavior when x tends to positive infinity. Positive infinity to the power 5, positive infinity times 3, positive infinity. Then when x tends to positive infinity, f of x also tends to positive infinity. The right choice is A, because B, when x tends to infinity, f of x tends to negative infinity. So the right choice is A. See you next lesson.